Do you want to command attention like Chris Hemsworth? That effortless charm, that magnetic confidence? What if I told you anyone can learn it? Charisma isn't just for Hollywood stars, it's a skill. And today, I am going to break down the exact things that make Hemsworth so charismatic and how you can apply them in your own life. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll walk away with the confidence and charisma that turn heads just like Hemsworth. Let's get started. Number 5. The 3-second charisma reset. Charisma isn't just about what you say, it's about how you hold yourself in the split seconds before you speak. Chris Hemsworth has mastered this, and it feels almost supernatural. Watch him in interviews, red carpets, or even casual fan interactions, and you'll notice something subtle but powerful. He never seems rushed, flustered, or caught off guard. There's always a brief, intentional pause, a reset, where he grounds himself before responding. This isn't just good manners, it's a psychological power move. Most people, when put on the spot, react immediately, either with nervous laughter, a defensive posture, or rushed words. But Hemsworth does the opposite. He takes those 3 seconds to breathe, settle into his body, and then engage. It's a micro habit that does 2 things. First, it signals to others that he's fully present, not just waiting for his turn to talk. Second, it gives him an aura of control, as if he's operating on his own rhythm. You can practice this too. The next time someone asks you a question or puts you in the spotlight, resist the urge to jump in. Instead, pause, just for a breath or two. Let your shoulders relax and then respond. This tiny delay creates magnetism because it shows you're not desperate to fill silence. It makes people lean in, wondering what you'll say next. That's the Hemsworth effect. Number 4, micro expressions of trust. Have you ever met someone who, within seconds, made you feel completely at ease, like you'd known them for years? That's the power of micro expressions, the unspoken language of trust, and Chris Hemsworth is a master of it. His charm isn't just in his words or his looks, it's in the split-second flickers of expression that tell your subconscious, this person is safe. This person gets you. Neurologically, our brains are wired to detect authenticity in milliseconds. A fake smile triggers skepticism. A micro-expression of real interest, like Hemsworth's unconscious mirroring of others' emotions, creates instant rapport. That's why, even on screen or in crowded rooms, he stands out. He doesn't just act like he's connecting. His face, his posture, even his pauses tell the truth before he does. So how do you cultivate this? Start by noticing the tiny moments in your own interactions. When someone speaks, do your eyes stay still, or do they react just slightly to their words? Does your smile reach your eyes, or does it stop at your mouth? The difference is everything. Hemsworth's charisma isn't about being on, it's about being real, even in the smallest expressions. And that's something no amount of practiced charm can replicate. Before moving to our next charismatic technique, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Number 3, use humor technique. Chris Hemsworth's humor is a massive part of his appeal. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and that makes him incredibly likable. Humor is one of the fastest ways to build attraction, whether in friendships, social settings, or even romantic encounters. But here's the key, it's not about being a stand-up comedian, it's about being playful. Hemsworth has a way of making jokes that feel natural and effortless, often poking fun at himself or making light of a situation without being mean-spirited. So how do you develop this? Start by loosening up in social situations. People who are too stiff or overly serious come across as intimidating or distant. Learn to laugh at yourself. If you trip over your words, make a playful comment about it. If something awkward happens, don't try to ignore it. Embrace it with humor. The best kind of humor is situational and spontaneous. Pay attention to your surroundings and find ways to comment on things in a lighthearted way. When people laugh, they feel good around you, and that instantly increases your charm. If you're not naturally funny, don't worry. You don't need to crack jokes 24/7. Just focus on being lighthearted and playful. Hemsworth's humor works because it feels effortless. When you stop taking yourself too seriously, people will naturally gravitate toward you. Number 2, tell stories that keep people hooked. A great storyteller can captivate an entire room. and Chris Hemsworth does this masterfully. Watch any of his interviews, and you'll see that he doesn't just answer questions, he pulls you into his world, making you feel like you're experiencing the moment with him. His words don't just inform, they paint a vivid picture filled with humor, suspense, and energy. That's what makes him magnetic. The ability to tell a great story is one of the most underrated yet powerful aspects of charisma. But here's the best part. You don't need a Hollywood-worthy life to be an incredible storyteller. You just need to make everyday moments interesting. Instead of saying, "One time I went surfing," say, "I thought I was going to die the first time I tried surfing." Suddenly, people are hooked, leaning in, waiting for what happens next. Don't just tell people something was funny, make them feel it. Use your facial expressions, your tone, and the rhythm of your words to create suspense. Slow down when it matters. Pause before the punchline and let the moment build. People love stories because they make them feel something. Laughter, curiosity, nostalgia. When you master this, you become unforgettable. Number 1, share praise and credit. There's one thing that makes a person truly charismatic. They make others feel good about themselves. Chris Hemsworth doesn't hog the spotlight. He lifts others up. He praises co-stars, compliments interviewers, and gives credit to those around him. And that's why people love him. Most people are so focused on trying to impress others that they forget this simple truth. The best way to be liked is to make others feel liked. So, start giving more genuine compliments. When someone does something well, acknowledge it, not in a forced or exaggerated way, but in a way that shows you actually mean it. "You handled that really well," or "That's a great idea, I wouldn't have thought of that," instantly builds warmth. Another trick, remember names and details. When you recall something small about a person, whether it's their favorite coffee order or a story they told you weeks ago, it makes them feel important. Now you know everything about how to be charismatic, but do you know the biggest mistake people make when trying to be charismatic? They focus only on what they say instead of the energy they project. And that's where true magnetism comes in. The kind that makes people gravitate towards you before you even speak. And no one does this better than James Bond. If you want to learn how to develop that effortless, commanding presence, watch How to Have a Magnetic Aura Like James Bond next. Click now and take your charisma to the next level. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Until next time, take care.